Okay. How you guys doing? Hope everyone's doing great. Having a great day and all that. Just making sure everything's up and live. Oh, what you doing, Jack? You're okay down there, buddy? There we go. Just making sure. Okay, so what we're doing today is a little interesting, and it absolutely will have spoilers for 3.3, and probably previous patches as well. So if you're not caught up on Star Rail's story, I would suggest not watching this. That's your big spoiler warning. The other interesting thing that will be happening is, due to the nature of what I'm doing, I'm using a Facebook, like, real thing, to look at the character locations, and then we'll go and collect the fragments of Recollection. But yeah, basically, because of what the dev said, with a lot of things changing, with Star Rail and all that, in the next patch, I was like, well, let me do some of this lore stuff before it either goes away or just changes or whatever. But I figured it's good to do, so let's get into it. Okay, this first one, the baths. Yeah, Reverie Bath. Dawn about to fade finally reflected the end of their mission. Does it actually change from there? It does. Cool. Yeah, so I have not really explored the city after what happened. So this will also be a first time for me. First time shock. Yeah, if you guys enjoy, of course, as usual, thank you all for the recent support. Love you guys, and if you enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe. So this one says, should be in the baths. And then there's a fragment there, very good. A little further down. Wait, is it supposed to be here? Let me watch the video. Well, that doesn't seem right. It's pointing to this location. Maybe it's below. Huh. Or maybe just showing that... Here, maybe I'm misinterpreting it. Okay, yes, I'm misinterpreting it. Okay. Well, this does seem to be a location. Dragonbone City. Sorry. Yeah, this will be a bit more of a messy stream, because we're going to specific areas, looking around. Nope. It's all looking good. Oh, they are part of the Fragments of Recollection, I think. Okay, well, still, this is a good guide to still look at for a few of them. Alright, nope, I guess we're inspecting the steed first. No doubt you recognize this massive wooden prop from tales of old. Its proud head held high, its cavernous belly large enough to hold several people. Every detail matches the stories you know. You cannot understand why this would appear here. This wooden horse could only feasibly be connected to Yanis, but the Temple of the Three Fates has long since fallen into ruin, and that demigod is nowhere to be seen. You look around you, but there is no one in sight. It seems that it is up to you to investigate. Sure. Enter the horse's stomach. This is not something a nameless should be doing. The interior of the wooden horse is dark and spacious, lulling you into drowsiness. But as you begin to nod off, your eyes catch a line of text etched on the inner wall. Divine steed Cavo will guide you across the River of Souls to the other shore. Leave immediately? What? A stroke of luck? Who cares? Nap time. Wicked One, hey, how you doing? What's that? Apparently, you know, like the Trojan horse story? There's a little reference here, and we just got inside of it. Maybe you're just eager to see a friend, or maybe you're simply curious where the River of Souls leads. But either way, you are filled with anticipation. With excitement bubbling inside, you roll around inside the horse, and true to form, it shifts gently with your every movement, till with another thud, slides into the River of Souls. Well, that's not good. The wooden horse appears to have no mechanism, but you can feel an unseen force gently propelling you forward. It seems the crossing is no mere metaphor. Yanis's divine power, the first water engine of Amphorius. At this point, there's nothing to do but let go of any needless thoughts. Enjoy this mesmerizing journey like a rebirth. Unlike the Express's warp jump, this old barge is empowered by electricity. The lighting is scarce. Boredom sets in, so you decide to wash your feet in the River of Souls. Send a message to friends. Guess where I am right now? Send. Oh. Yeah, no, I clicked on this trying to hit the fragment of recollection, but I figured, hey, let's do this while we're here. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. The message fails to send, and you feel a pang of frustration. Unfortunately, the World Wide Web is region locked. Ah, come on, that's so funny. The region lock. How much time has passed, you wonder? Just as you begin to worry about what provisions to prepare for the journey, there's a loud clank, and the wooden horse jerks violently for a moment before settling back down as quietly as the earth beneath you. So when it hits you, the other shores are in front of you. With a click, the door falls open, and you step forward, ready to face the unknown future. It's time for trailblazing. Can I finally meet that person? Can I finally meet that person? Before you stand to spot, you entered the wooden horse. Well, not exactly. You land on the opposite side of the dock. A divine voice rises with the wind and gradually fades away, leaving only a single coin in your hand. Ocean current shifting drastically, route suspended. Zagreus? Cipher? Well, no. More, was it Charon? Right, the ferryman of the dead. No, we were checking on this, which is why the depression comes in. Spoilers if you are not caught up to 3.3's story. Yeah, there she is, a cipher.
9, 10, 11. There are 12 Godspeed coins left. It should be enough if I'm only buying time for the little deliverer, right?
Boss, are you really going to do this? You're absolutely sure? No takebacks?
What's wrong? You scared?
No, I'm just worried. You know, that fellow in black is ridiculously strong.
Are you scared of death, Bartholos?
Why are you asking this all of a sudden?
It's nothing. I just want to tell you that I'm not. I'll simply reunite with Princess Homebody. That's all. What's there to be scared of?
Aw, the Goliath, right?
What I'm afraid of is that my final moments won't be of any value to this world. Just like my people.
I feel the same way, boss. If I don't get to perform the greatest deception, trickery with you once, I won't be able to rest in peace.
I knew you'd say that. Come on, just follow our plan. You have to stay with Big Sis Trippy and Chinon.
I saw your message, Wicked. Yeah, just in a little character moment here. And obviously it's a little sad, but So spoilers for 3.3. These are little memory fragments that you can get, which get you character moments that you didn't see in the main story. And this is one with Cypher. So we'll be going through and checking all the ones like these. Hopefully they won't all be sad and depressing like this, but yes, this will have spoilers for 3.3 if you have not played that yet. Which if you haven't, go play it. Oh, memories. Yeah, exactly. Yep, and of course we have the suspicion that M4 is built on memories, and through the cycles, whoever becomes Kefli next will create the next world.
Remember, you're merely a letter now. Don't make any noise to scare them.
I won't disappoint you, boss.
Who would have thought that our final trick would be built on unconditional mutual trust? How exhilarating, Zagreus.
The cat who lived a million lives. Yeah. Okay, Hyacinth's Fortress of Dome. Yeah, we'll be going through all these. Where would you be? Where are you? Puzzle room? Not there. Over here, perhaps? I'm trying to look around. This map is not the greatest. I think it's over here. Yeah, okay. Oh man. Yeah, Cypher's hit me quite hard because I also have the memories of the character she's based off of, which is Pardo Fellis from Impact Third. And it's just like, yep, it's not great. Hoyo likes to make very sad stories.
Eye of twilight, Aquila, gather storms as wings, hang 1,000 stars as eyes. I beseech you, rend apart the abyss of chaos, that the unyielding may stand, and ego soar beyond the clouds.
Cat who lives a million lives. What a sentence. Yeah. Yeah, she didn't live just one life, or 9 lives. 1,000,000 lives. But she did it. She did it right. Right, yes, we have to go this way, and then it's going to be... Or actually... Sorry, I'm I'm looking at this map and I'm like, a lot of it makes sense. Okay, I get it. I'm just dumb, Chad. Looks like it should be down over here, or maybe below and down. I love the music for this area. Yep, okay. I have to watch through the video again to get there. Let's try heading down and see if it's down there, perhaps. Do we need to set up a path? If it's not here, that's fine. We'll go. I'll bring up an actual map to look for the next one. Yeah, ciphers. Well, let's check at least for a few more of these. No. I'm gonna look up a map of the fragments because I think that's what we're doing anyway, so might as well. Front page, desktop. Unclick of that. Star Rail. Memory. Fragments. We can check the Goliath one. The Fallen City. Or, I think it's Star Rail's interactive map. Let me use that. Interactive map. Should let me find everything. Yeah, the lighting. Dusk. No longer dawn. The Flame Chase mission has come to an end. Cavalier remains silent, and the golden blood that once flowed across the land has dried up. You remember the feasts held here, the golden blood shimmering in the pool, friends raising their glasses, laughter ringing through the air. Path to generate. Yeah. Now only silence remains, ruins stretch before you, and all that lingers are memories. Yeah, if I need to go back to that area and actually, like, do a little bit more with that path, I can do that. Let's activate this fragment in the meantime, since that's right here. Yeah, hi, Aglaia. Aglaia, the demigod of romance, leader of the Chrysos heirs, has burned her last golden radiance for the Flame Chase journey. What you now behold is merely an afterimage reproduced from memory.
The golden thread.
Hold on. Get some water first.
The golden thread had already foreseen your arrival when you were 100 steps away. Dear guest, esteemed trailblazer, have you come to rest?
Please evaluate yourself. The fragment of memory seems to waver. Memories of words once spoken blend together due to the emotion they contain.
If these 1,000 years I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans, from my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. In these, I hope my departure will form steps that others may ascend.
Demigod is really beautiful. Yeah. Aglaia. Demigod of beauty. Romance. Phaidon will not disappoint you. You've already done enough. We will witness the Era Nova for you.
Have I? Maybe I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment.
That is Aglaia. Yeah.
He is the destined world-bearer of Amphorius, the gate to Amphorius's future. I will be waiting at the end of the west wind, looking forward to the miracle he will create. He will create.
Yeah. And then let's get that last interaction. The shadow of the memory remains silent, for this conversation never truly occurred. Ah, sad man. Now let me Star Rail map. Honkai Star Rail interactive map. Let's see if I can organize it by Pinaconi, Ethereum. Do they not have? They might not have, darn, they might not have Amphorius yet. Star Rail, Fragments, Recollection. Yeah, locations. Good. Anytime. And we'll do it by map, I think. So let's do it with Eternal City, Akama. Go one by one. So we're starting from 3.0.
まだ早いし、どこか行こうか。
City's so different. Find on and a Galaya. Oh, right. I forgot you can turn it on and off. Armorial Diner. Let's listen in.
This is simple Aglaya. Even if you had disguised yourself, you would be far too easily recognized in a market as busy as this. Not to mention you have no plans to disguise yourself. Everyone knows that you would come to this place one day during the month of reaping. It is as if you had arranged to meet someone, yet you are alone. Is that why you are here? I'm simply here to satisfy my appetite. I hear that there are recently arrived refugees in the Holy City that have resumed their old trades. Their talents are outstanding and not commonly seen in this area. Then, you and I have taken different routes. Different paths. Have taken different routes to reach the same place. Oh, are you also... I am here to see just how bleak fate is. Or should I say, here to see how the threads that will pass through my hands resonate here. So you, I'm not really sure what to say to that. Lord Finon, these talents that have brought you here, when did they become so rare? Not that long ago, it's just... Oh... That's right, Lord Finon. Everything is beginning to fade away. I am here precisely because I wish to compare. With every passing day, something else becomes a part of the past, never to exist again. How can I turn them into golden threads with which to weave tomorrow? The Holy City is the only solace for mankind now. After all, I fear that what you cannot find here is already lost to this world. So, will these things have a place in the tomorrow that you weave? No matter how big or small.
Yeah, find on Andaglaya again.
Now, that would be too greedy, Lord Finon. The moment we leave this market, please forget about what I have said. What you are seeing is just a moment of pessimism, or perhaps a moment of ruthlessness. This is the great weight of fate. All I am fit to weave is a sheet of gossamer. However, if there is only one weaving thread remaining in my hands, it does not matter how talented a garment maker I am. I can't hope to make it into any more than a puppet string.
Already, Aglaya seeing the signs. And doing her best, so memories are not forgotten. Okay. Head into the next area. Up. Let's see. Yeah, over here. And then the courtyard, I believe. Oh, yeah, this one. Yep, and Cass isn't here anymore. I'm glad I did get those interactions. I did them off stream, but I did some interactions before 3.4 because I was like, I'm afraid if I don't do them, they won't be here. Yeah, this is where she would stand. Castris is now in the nether realm, guarding the cycle of life and death for Amphorius. What you see now? Simply a reflection, a lingering shadow of the past.
Is there something you wish to discuss with me, Mr.?
Castris, let's chat. So I wanted to talk about goodbye.
I would love to. Although I very rarely converse with others, I am not gifted with communication. Please, do not be offended, mister.
Okay, interesting. I think some of these fragments, I think some of these are meant where if you miss the character interactions, you can come back to say hello. Dragon lady, yeah. She does have a big dragon. The fragment of memory seems to waver. I want to give you a hug. Memories of words once spoken blend together due to the emotion they contain.
Thank you for fulfilling this wish of mine. The shore cross is cold and is also referred to as the land of shadows. Yet with this heartbeat and the warmth of that embrace, the nether realm somehow seems to be a gentle sanctuary.
Thank you for bringing me back to the mortal world. You're not coming back. In the nether realm, don't forget to send me a nether postcard. Puns, okay. Also, yeah, if you put in a code, you would get a letter from Castris.
I knew you could do it. And now, I can finally be certain. My touch and embrace can do more than just bring ice-cold loss. They also carry with them the warmth of life.
She's not coming back. She might, but as they sort of said, she's stuck there, like, you know, regulating, making sure people can die normally and that the cycle can happen. I'm assuming in 3.4, right? Begin the next cycle, or I even wonder if maybe we'll go back, considering we've had Hycelin's teased, and we know she dies very early on, or pretty early on into the Flame Chase journey. I don't know. She always could. I do think everyone will come back, for the end at least, but we'll have to see what Hoyo does after that. If we'll have a happy or sad ending to this tale, to this legend of Amphorius.
They also carry with them the warmth of life.
Damn it. Yeah, well, she's yeah. Hoyo loves writing depression, even if they mean well in the end with it. You know, the process to get there is sad.
Farewell then. May we reunite in the new world.
See some of these other ones. You're not coming back.
I will stay here and embrace my destiny. I will illuminate the cold shadow of death. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
The shadow of the memory remains silent, for this conversation never truly occurred. Yeah, doesn't respond to your pun.
Read books, visit graves, admiring flowers, and make ornaments.
You know what? Yeah, let's do these on stream, even if it's with the memory of Cass.
Indeed, it is difficult for me to work alongside others due to my curse. I have no choice but to find hobbies I can enjoy alone. I have read all the books in the Akama archives. I prefer books on history and culture. My favorite story is about a princess that becomes a dragon.
Foreshadowing. Well, back when you chat with her before a story, yeah.
Please do not laugh at me. A legend is a precious crystal that is born over the course of millennia. Take the famous Titan mythology of Amphorius. If you have time to learn about it, you will be shocked by its vastness and exquisite detail. As for visiting graves, many of the deceased around the graveyards of Akama were personally embalmed by me. I periodically go to their tombs to dust. I'm not sure why, but I'm always concerned that somehow they cannot rest in peace. Making ornaments is how I preserve things of beauty, such as butterflies and dried leaves and dried flowers. I sew them onto special silk fabric so they look like they never lost their lives. I learned sewing techniques from Lady Aglaya to ensure that I do not damage them in the process. I could gift you some in the future, if you'd like to have some.
Let me see what you made.
I made all these butterfly and flower accessories on my dress. I have read all of the books in the Akama archives. I prefer books on history and culture. My favorite story is about a princess.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, cute. Thank you.
Yeah, and then same dialogue there. The people of Akama seem to fear you.
They cannot be blamed for this. I am the mortician in the holy city. I was also once the holy maiden who oversaw warfare in Adonia. In their eyes, I am no more than a walking envoy of death.
I would like to hear your story. I'd like to hear stories about Adonia.
I have no memories of the time before I came to Adonia. From what I'm told, I was merely a drifter who wandered the wastelands until Adonia took me in. Adonia is a city that worships Thanatos. Its residents regard death as their destined end. Unlike the Kremnuans longing to die in battle, the Adonians see death as a blessed, final destination for life. However, that does not mean that Adonians do not treasure life. On the contrary, they believe that it is only by living a long life and tempering oneself with one gain a soul tenacious enough to cross the river of souls and meet Thanatos. The Adonian found me in the wilds. They strongly believed that I had received the blessing of the Death Titan, that my hands could spare them from the river of souls and send them straight to the great Thanatos. So I was revered as the Maiden of War. Only I could grant the deceased Adonian warriors the comfort and respect that they deserve.
Tell me about the Titans. Or actually, yeah, stories about Adonia.
Adonia is a city that worships Thanatos. Its residents regard death as their destined end, unlike the Kremnuans.
Okay, yep. Right. If you ask about her story, yeah, it just goes back to there. The Titans.
I never would have thought that you were also interested in the mythological tales of Inforius, mister. As luck would have it, I've collected many interesting stories over my long years. What kind of tale would you like to hear?
I want to hear a formal historical account. I want to hear historical rumors and gossip.
I fear you may be disappointed, mister. The majority of Inforius' history comes from bards recounting stories of ancient times. These stories are then recorded into words by third parties. Distortions of the truth are inevitable. Perhaps the story that best fits the description of a formal historical account is the myth of Inforius' creation that the Bath Sprites have been telling. However, I have other interesting stories I could share with you. That is, if you do not mind. For instance, the story of Zagreus. Legend has it that Zagreus used to enjoy playing pranks on the other gods, stealing talent on scales and Phagossa's wine glass. To put an end to the misdoings, the gods fastened a star to Zagreus' body to reveal their whereabouts at all times. Another story that I have heard is that the Titans Phagossa and Georios cannot stand each other. Legend states that when it rains in Inforius, that is actually Phagossa taunting Georios after having gotten Aquila drunk. So Georios formed an alliance with Circes to have plants shelter the land and block the sound of Phagossa's endless waves and rain. There are even more bizarre legends than these. It is said that Nicodor did something to Talenton, which is... my apologies. I got caught up in my stories and ended up rambling. I'm so sorry to have wasted your time. I rarely get an opportunity to speak so freely with a friend. I am truly grateful.
Hit bats for Castris. That's all.
Okay, farewell. Let's talk again when we get a chance.
I'm sad, chat. Next one is up here. Believe it. Right out this door. Am I going the wrong way? No, okay, it's out here. Yes, to the left. Goodbye, my lady. Yeah. Yeah, man. Again, there's always hope for all these characters to come back, given the nature of Amphorius, but, you know, how it works, how it happens, and what the ultimate end is up in the air. Ah, final and my day. Well, this will be entertaining. So, you did come creeping in here after all, my day? I don't know about anywhere else, but that conspicuous body of yours is bound to be noticed in Marmorial Palace. Is there something I can do for you? Nothing in particular. I feared you wouldn't be preparing to bathe with that immortal body of yours. You're here, and that's all that matters. Take my leave, man. No problem. Thanks so much for coming on by, checking out both streams, Wicked. I really appreciate it. Got a work to do. Yeah, that's no problem, man. It's all good. I totally get it. I understand. As always, like I said, thank you so much for coming on by. I really appreciate ya. I hope you continue to have these great days, nights, whatever time it is for you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and that the weather continues to be very good. Love ya. See ya. I'll get some water. Oh, you're all curled up way back there, buddy. Silly cat. Good thing everyone can see you. It is strange, though. Now that I say it, I thought that the black tide would have no effect on you. Oh. Oh. It seems that power comes from the gods, after all. If even they themselves are at its mercy, it is only natural that they are unable to protect you. Yes. Yes. So, is the black tide your only weakness? No. I see you're trying to get rid of me. I'll change the topic. There is something that I actually wish to ask you. There are few in this city that can match me in battle, and chances to battle non-humans are few and far between in my travels. Because of this, it has been hard for me to observe the weaknesses in my swordsmanship, until I met you. When I crossed swords with you before, I lacked endurance, and your powerful blows nearly knocked my blade from my hands. If it weren't for my slightly superior technique, I fear you would have defeated me. Technique? Ha! You mean your laughable little tricks? I know how to relate to you now, as we have fought before. How about we share some of our insights? Huh? We have battled for all this time, yet I have never seen you fatigued. How do you train? Would you consider teaching me? I fear you will be disappointed, hero. That is not due to my training. I am simply more capable of enduring pain and suffering than you are. Yeah, very, very my day response. Great rivals, them two. Ah, man. 1, 2, 3. What? Okay, is this skipping all around? Ah, no, I missed one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one's in our little place over here. Right in here, right? Yeah, also we might have to do a part 2 for this stream. Like, I'll keep going for almost another hour, but we'll see how far we get in to getting all the crystals, all the fragments. A crystal floats by silently in midair. Goodness knows when it first appeared. Hey, come on! Give it a tap with your bat. Stay calm and observe. In the next second, a strange feeling spreads across your chest, like a rising tide smacking you in the face. You remember everything you experienced in Euphorius, those non-existent memories that you witnessed there. When the tide of memories subsides, discover a few shattered crystal shards lying motionless in your hand, clear and bright. Is this a gift from destiny? These are memories from when I lived with Donna Hung in the bath chamber. See them again, the memories are incredibly vivid. Yeah, we've read the description before, but... Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Well, okay, I'll have to start doing that weekly. Huh. You can recall the life you had led with Donna Hung and Emporius, convert them into a fixed amount of memory crystal shards, refreshes at the beginning of each week. That's interesting. That's cool. Oh, but it's not a unique interaction. Okay, so that's just something I should do over time then. Yeah, week to week. Whoops, Daisy. Save them up, whore them.
Sorry, I dozed off for a sec there. I didn't know this room was occupied. I'll be off right away then.
It's cool. Okay. Like we can look around. There's another memory shard, but I don't think so. That's pretty clearly our room there. Okay, 5 and 6. Being the baths. Well, hey guys, a guy's still here. Here, right? But there's a crystal over there. And the memory shard, that's what she said before there. Yeah. Yeah, I've already chatted with her before, but... I got the whole crew. Or most of the crew. Mide, Finon, Tribby, Trian, Galaya, Castris.
Finon, has the latest batch of refugees been admitted into the city? Thanks to Lady Tribby, the refugees have already settled. I hope that the Holy City can heal their fatigued minds and bodies. Which city was it this time? Idylia, the city of books that worships Circes. Those insane Titankin almost turned the city upside down. All of their books were burned too. It seems that the matter of reclaiming the core flame of Nicodor is urgent. You must reach a verdict on who will bear the core flame of the Lance of Fury.
Galaya, you must understand that all I want is to extinguish the long-tainted soul of my clan's gods with my own 2 hands. As for the core flame, make arrangements as you see fitting.
I see your concern only stretches as far as yourself, Maide. There is no need for humility among warriors. When we are faced with Nicodor, we should use our strength to seize the core flame.
Gotta drink of water.
Or are you saying that you are scared? Perhaps you think that your skill in battle is no match for mine, and you have no choice but to ask for mercy in advance.
Don't make me laugh. The Kremnoan dictionary does not contain the word scared. As for a battle of strength, you are welcome to try me right now.
Stop fighting, stop fighting.
She literally did that.
Stop fighting! We don't know where Castrum Kremnos has drifted off to. Where are we supposed to go in search of Nikador?
Okay, so it is Trivy. Yeah, sorry. Misidentified which are the triplets.
Lady Aglaya, we have another matter besides the looming threat of Nikador. We have lost contact with another distant city. Cass, are you saying that it was not the work of Nikador? No matter how ruthless Nikador is, there's no way they could raise an entire city in an instant without leaving a single survivor. I understand. I will send Cypher to take a look, if she is willing. For now, we shall have to sit and watch for lead developments from inside Akama. The golden thread grows tighter by the day, yet waves of life can be felt from time to time. I fear something big is about to happen.
Yeah, well, a lot of big things have happened. Yeah, head on up. It is really good seeing these moments, though. I really do like that. Cass. That's correct, Honorable Chrysosaur. I implore you to grant this pitiful creature its death. Due to an error in the way that we have nurtured it, as a defect that cannot be repaired. As things stand, it has at most 15 days left to live. What's more, it will be an endless agony for the entirety of its short existence. You hear them too, right? Those pitiful screams.
All right, as you wish. I just want to know, why did you allow it to be born? Every being that goes extinct does so for a reason, and it is difficult to undo. By relying on those seeds, you're only creating, and you are not allowing the dead to return.
Because perhaps this way does not have to face nature. Before it went extinct, these creatures spent a long time in captivity. They were the most common source of meat in this land.
A source of meat. They are returning to the world just to die once more.
Lady Chrysosaur, are you blaming me for this?
No, perhaps this creature and I are one and the same. Please move aside. I will bring an end to its suffering.
Well, that was dark. Well, that's fucked. Oh boy. Yeah. Poor Cass, man. I'm glad she at least got a bittersweet end. It was not just bitter. Hey, Tribby. Hey, Trinon. Hi, Tribby.
Ah, little Gray, you've come to the garden to relax too? The scenery here is beautiful. We often come here when feeling overwhelmed.
Thinking about maybe I should make some shorts out of some of the voice acting tonight, and I'm like, how would I want to label that? I don't know. I'll see, because it's a different format to some of the other stuff I'm posting for voice acting, but still though, I think it would be fun to post, especially with the Silver Wolf stuff. I think I actually did pretty good on that voice. I want to chat with you, Tribby. Let's talk another time. I'll see you tomorrow, Tribby. Okay, yeah, I have talked with Tribby in the past. I don't think I've chatted with Trinon then. Let's quickly do that. And then we'll do another fragment. Not the Holy City. I guess I'll have to, like... Yeah, let's shop at this. Okay.
The holy city. Everyone loves this place. No matter how much everyone loses or how many farewells everyone endures, as long as humanity can still see Akuma's daylight, the future will always be bright.
Oopsie. Well done. Yeah, so Yanosopoulos. Yeah, well, it seems they're map to map, so we'll go map by map to get them done. Yeah, Tribios's journey. Yeah. Way back. Prophecy nymph.
Those narrow-minded fools. Who says I can't be a priest? Following fate's guidance to make prophecies, piece of cake. I'd nail it eventually. Ha! They're obviously just envious of my prophecy, but my potential. I've got more faith in this wall crumbling than in their stupid criticisms.
Express touchdown. Prediction wasn't far off. Fair enough. Great maiden, what prophecy have the Fate Titan shown you regarding the fate of Bolsa City?
The prophecy was spoken thusly. Though I have never met the gaze of 10,000 eyes, I will fight against the blades of 10,000 enemies. The gentle breeze shall be devoured by the roaring waves. The foolish king spends all his riches only to purchase a life as a drifter after his nation is conquered.
Is that all?
That is all the Titan said.
What kind of joke is that? The king of Bolsa has traveled a long way for a prophecy on how to save his hometown. Are you saying that you want to send him off with no hope?
Huh. Sir Acolyte, you're just concerned that the king of Bolsa will take back the large amount of money he paid in his desperation, aren't you?
Holy maiden, watch your tongue! This is the holy land of the core flame of Yanis, not Zagreus' den of thieves.
There's no need for such outrage. I have long since lost the so-called prophetic rights of the Holy Maiden. According to our agreement, I am solely responsible for listening to the word of the Titans. I have never overly pried into how it is that you've manipulated these prophecies. However, on the basis of our decades-long friendship, I must give a word of warning. Do not give people false hope under the guise of prophecy, otherwise fate will place the responsibility for that sea's destruction on your head. If you do not wish to be torn to shreds in the countless mourning dead when you cross the River of Souls, I would implore you to act with caution.
I understand what you are saying, Mortis. However, the Temple of the Three Fates cannot spread despair. You know that I must act for the sake of Yanisopoulos. Although the fact that you still consider our former friendship, I must admit I'm surprised. Work on the secret tunnel that I promised you is almost complete. If they attack soon, you will be able to escape with your children. I will cover you from the shadows. It's just, it must be soon. As you know, I am not a young man anymore. I can already see Thanatos' shadow before me.
May Yanis guide your path, Codex. Do not give people false hope under the guise of prophecy. Ha! Perhaps that is something that would be beyond even me.
Hey, Daisy Joy? Daisy Joy? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Just doing a bit of lore collecting before the 3.4 patch of Star Rail coming out. Yeah, I'm seeing the chat. There's just a bit of a delay. Let's see. Check which map. Let's just do my, like, Castrum Kremnos then? Strum. Kremnos. Nice. Only 3 here. Oh, Bloodbathe. That's Strife Ruins. Check if the other one does as well. Anything we miss as well, I'll probably do in a second stream, like I was saying. Yeah, we'll probably only go for about another half hour, so. Yep, just fix that on up. Nice. Ah, young Kratoros. Yeah, he doesn't have the beard. Kratoros, are you really going to leave Castrum Kremnos? Let's see, what other old man voice would I do? Because the but then there's also just more like aged. Kratoros, are you really going to leave Castrum Kremnos? Kremnos is prospering and King Euripon places great importance on you. Just the title of King's Aegis is enough to win the admiration of thousands. Ignis, you only know me by my titles of Champion Warrior at King's Aegis. What you do not know is that I bear another, equally glorious title. That is the title of King's Mentor, granted to me by Queen Gorgo. I don't understand what you are saying. When I was a sprout like you, I hunted alongside Gorgo, with my own eyes. I saw her kill a lion with her bare hands. I mean, I assume Kratoros is a warrior. Okay, maybe they just didn't use his model. Back then, Gorgo was not yet queen. She was merely a ferocious but kind warrior. She treated every child in the tribe as her own. I was also fortunate enough to receive her tutelage, learned skills I would not have claimed a victory in the Kremnos festival without. The day I became a watcher, Gorgo looked me in the eyes, exactly as she did back then. In her eyes, I was still her dear old friend. Maybe that's supposed to be Kratoros, but I'm like, why is he on robes, not armor? Queen Gorgo entrusted her child, my Deimos, to me. I vowed under the light of Nikodor that I would protect the Prince of Kremnos with my life. However, King Euripon has been bewitched by traitors and wishes his own flesh and blood dead. Oh yeah, you know what, actually... There we go. However, King Euripon has been bewitched by traitors, wishes his own flesh and blood dead. When Queen Gorgo doubled over and cried out in agony, I did not dare make a move. I hung my head and stilled my tongue. Queen Gorgo challenged King Euripon to gladiator combat to protect my Deimos. Unfortunately, she was defeated, had her throat slit by his blade. But when I examined her body, I found symptoms of poisoning. She fell to an evil plot. I failed Queen Gorgo. Now I hear that Castrum Kremnos has a detachment army roaming outside the city. Rumor has it that their leader is one that defied death, Kratoros. I am going to find that lone army. I believe my Deimos has returned. Yeah. Honestly, chat, I think sometimes bots just come in and ask, like, you know, ask the exact same question and then go, I think it's people trying to farm, like, honestly, I think it's people trying to farm for AI, right? It sounds weird, but with these days we're in, I don't doubt it. It's like, it is a scary thought. That's why I try my best to, like, I'll respond to people, but I'll try my best to just be like, well, let me see, are you real or not? If they don't seem real, well, you might get a little time out. If you do seem real, then yeah, we chillin'. But yeah, it's like, no, the rate of those chats, and it's like, bruh, There's a delay on stream. You should know that if you're in a streamer's chat. Like, kind of ridiculous. Oh, well, that's interesting. Huh. I am very suspicious of that. Also, I'm just remembering that this Coliseum here, we still haven't seen moments from some of the teasers and trailers, some of the animated moments. We might actually be getting those next patch, with like Cyrene hugging Trailblazer as like they rewrite the Coliseum, they rewrite history, right? Kratos in my day, yeah. My Deimos, you did it! We did it! We have taken revenge for your mother! We have avenged Queen Gorgo! Now there's but one thing remaining. Put on the crown, fulfill your mother's wishes, and become the new king of Kremnos. I once vowed to your mother that I would give my life to protect your reign. Once you become king, I will be your iron wings. If you wish to unite Amphorius, I will always be the one who charges ahead of you into battle. Master, do not forget the precision. No. Get some water first. Yeah, because also it's like, are you seeing the chat? It's like, once you say, are you seeing me? Master. No, we're not doing that voice for my day, though it would be pretty funny. Yeah. Master, do not forget the position that we are currently in. I have not forgotten. We serve as a mercenary blade of the blonde usurper, dependent on her for our existence. However, these days shall come to an end. But that moment is not now. I understand how you feel, young master. You just now killed your own father. It is to be expected that your emotions are complicated and heavy. However, standing on the body of your fathers, bathing in their blood, then putting on the crown is a Kremnoan tradition that's been continued for millennia. Master, let me ask you this. Did my mother really have such expectations of me? Did she wish for me to commit patricide, to steal the throne, and continue this endless conquest? Do not mention this matter again. I understand the situation. Now, let us return to the city. We have far too many fallen soldiers to honor. I understand, young master. Please just allow me one final word. There are many like myself in the Kremnoan detachment who already see you as the new king. You need only give the order. The Kremnoan detachment would raise their spears, give their lives for you. Do not let your mother or your people down, my Deimos. Strife's afterglow. Cool. I was trying to check. Oh, check. Because I have to put in blood-bathed Battlefront. Bathed Battlefront. Speaking of Battlefront, I should be doing a Battlefront 2 variety stream tomorrow. Just keep going through these maps. Shout out to the gamer for them. Doing quite well. Let's see. Occasion number 1, number 2, number 3. It's shown on the maps. Okay. Got 2 here. The third. In a square room. Yeah, Kremnos of the past. Oh, Lee. Bunch of guys. What you doing floating up there? Please me with the after just seems a little off. Perhaps the environment here is different now than how it once was. Yeah, like a stage. Ah, Euripon. King Euripon, right? Ha! The Kremnos festival is really something this year. To think that the only person to break through the siege and fight their way to me was such a young and rather frail-looking warrior. Ah, Gorgo back then.
King Euripon, do not underestimate this frail-looking warrior who stands before you. My name is Gorgo. I have come to claim the one wreath. Even if it is you who stands against me, my spear will not hesitate.
Your name is Gorgo. Your parents have some arrogance. Do they not know Do they not know that was the name of the one that built Kremnos?
It was not my parents who named me this. I once killed a lion with my bare hands, achieving a feat similar to that of Gorgo, conqueror of lions. From that moment on, I changed my name to Gorgo. I will follow the example of that previous ruler and carve out a glorious new future for Castrum Kremnos with my own blood.
Very well. Then raise your spear, Gorgo. The spear of Gorgo and the blade of Euripon clashed. They struggled against each other on the battlefield, like two clones of Nikador, as blood and dust streaked through the air. After a few rounds of battle, both warriors came to a halt. Euripon's thigh had been pierced by Gorgo's spear. The wound on Gorgo's throat threatened to take her life if it grew an inch deeper. I think that's similar to their last duel, right? But with that, he poisoned it. A dishonorable duel. Gorgo, you have truly exceeded my expectations. Hey Katie, I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing great. Just what I would expect of a king. Now that you cannot move, my weapon is out of my hands. Fear that we must call this a draw. Though I'm certain that I have earned myself that wreath. Have I not? Or sorry, this is all Gorgo. Oopsie daisy. Sorry about that.
Just what I would expect of a king. Now that you cannot move, my weapon is out of my hands. I fear that we must call this a draw. Though I'm certain that I have earned myself that wreath. Have I not?
No.
My king, if you are not yet satisfied, then take my head as the king. However, this has nothing to do with victory or defeat.
How's your stream going? It's going pretty good. Thanks for checking on in. We'll stream for a little bit longer, but won't be super long tonight. I already did a short stream before this, and just collecting some lore before we get into the next patch of Star Rail.
However, this has nothing to do with victory or defeat. The battle is over, and I just simply do not wish to shed meaningless blood.
You misunderstand me. Just now, if you had managed the last 10 rounds against me, the crown would be rightfully yours. If your spear had pierced my throat or my heart, you could have taken the crown, been bathed in the blood of Kremnos as the new ruler. However, we are matched in both skill and will. Bathed in the light of Nikador, we both sow the seeds of the 5 great virtues. Do you only play WoWA or other quality games too? Right now we're playing Star Rail, but... Oh, you know what? You're actually correct. You are correct. I forgot to change the name on Twitch. That is my mistake. I do also play other games. Right now I'm playing Honkai Star Rail. I play Genshin Impact, Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, a variety of games, and I try to do like one variety stream a week of Rivals or other multiplayer co-op stuff. Yeah. So, I did forget about changing the stream name. That's a whoopsies on my part. I had ended a short stream and then started a new one, so it's part of why I messed up. I need to remember. This game's like your taste. Ah, thank you very much. Gorgo, Would you wear the crown as Queen of Kremnos, wield your spear and shield by my side, defend the glory of Castrum Kremnos with me? Then we had another memory. Probably towards the end, yeah. Please make the average, yes, different. We will hold a coronation ceremony here, in the Lance of Furies, temple where Nikador tempered the divine blade. Do you have any fave characters in this game and others? I think that's always a super tough question. Because I basically enjoy all the characters, so it's more more than likely it's like, no, who's your, you know, your recency bias, who's your current like characters you really enjoy. I don't know, I think there's quite a few in Star Rail. I think Fei Xiao is one that I really latched onto or really like the animations of. Same with Castris. Upcoming Phynon looks crazy. Playable Kevin after almost a decade make me very, very excited. And then of course the Fate collab coming up with Saber and Archer and Lancer. Can't forget him even if he's not playable. Let's see, Genshin. Man, Skirk's been really cool in Genshin recently. Wuthering Waves, Cardathea, of course. Zenless. Ishuen has been pretty cool, but I'm definitely waiting for a faction there in 2.x, which I would really like to check out and see more about. Martis, do you like digital art? I do like digital art. I have a Twitter where I retweet basically every day a bunch of artists' works. But I am not personally looking for art right now or commission or anything like that. I, of course, do appreciate the offer, but it's just not for me. So, I will have to turn that down. But it's great to meet another artist, and I hope everything's going well for you. Karataros, warrior of Kremnos, has demonstrated the 5 great virtues of Kremnos during this festival, fighting with great spirit and spreading blood and death. Unfearing of blade at the throat, manifesting the visage of courage. Unyielding to conniving treachery, protecting the crown of honor. Unblinking of eyes burning bright, upholding the cornerstone of reason. See, now we're seeing young Krataros when he was put in the King's Guard, right? Unbending from wounds to flesh, forging characters of tenacity. Undaunted of risking life to protect, embodying corpus of sacrifice. I bestow upon you the title of Watcher of Warriors. Krataros, will you accept this name? It would be my greatest honor. Dang it, now I have to do a different voice for Krataros. Why are you so hesitant about getting art made? What's the reason? Don't charge a lot. It's just not something I'm looking for. Like, you know, I apologize, but I support artists in any way that I can, but for the moment and for the foreseeable future, that is not monetarily. That is through doing everything I can with my limited reach to let other people know about it, but otherwise, you know, I just don't do it. And I don't really look for it for myself. Like, if I'm going to do something for myself, I might as well try that out myself, right? Like, hey, okay, let me pick up that digital pen. Let me get my tablet out. Let me try drawing, right? So, that's part of it, right? If I'm, you know, again, anything I'm trying to look at that I think would be cool for myself, I want to try it myself first. If it works out, cool. If it doesn't, then I'll check with some friends. Yeah. Again, nothing against you or any artist personally, but just not something we're looking for. Also, I will say, there's a rule in chat about solicitation, so I'm completely okay with saying you're an artist or anything like that, but if you do go too far, you'll just get a little timeout. Not a ban or anything, but just letting you know in case you didn't see those rules. It would be my greatest honor. I, Kratos, would give my life and defend your side, like iron wings that hold tight the honor of Kremnos.
Kratos, you stood tall over 30 rounds against the hand of Eurypon. You stand as the most courageous of all warriors. As Queen of Kremnos, I bestow upon you a special duty. My Deimos, the prince that I carry in my body, will be born to this world in a number of months. He has inherited the iron bones of myself and King Eurypon, and been bathed in the divine light of Nikador. Day and night, I must become the new king of Kremnos.
And of course, Katie, I do appreciate you hanging out and interacting in the chat and everything. Just like I said, it's not for me. I'm not looking for it. It's nothing against you. Yeah, that's where his promise was made. That he was like, I feel like I've broken it. I must, fulfill it. Or, broken a different promise.
When that time comes, would you become his mentor? Teach him martial arts, protect him from malicious plots, and give your life to protect his throne when he becomes king, as you have with King Eurypon.
This, my queen, I would not dream of disappointing you with such an earnest request. Gorgo, are you so certain that my Deimos will be able to take the crown from my hands?
Do not be ridiculous, Eurypon. You have more faith in my Deimos than anyone.
I cannot hide anything from you. If there were anyone in this world that could kill me, it could only ever be our child. Interesting. I wonder when that changed for him. His view on my Deimos and going to the lengths he did to kill him and so on and so such. If he will truly bear the future of Castrum Kremnos, what does it matter if he takes my head?
Silence, Eurypon. You wish for him to commit patricide like yourself. You are not to forget the promise you made me.
I was kidding, just kidding. Kratos, Master Primus of the Watchers, from this day forward, you shall be my Deimos mentor. When the time calls, your loyalty to him shall supersede your loyalty to even me. He did do that. Very well, King Eurypon, Queen Gorgo. That's really cool, though, seeing those moments between them. And yeah, when did the king change? When did he change his mind and decide, you know what, fuck my kid, I'm gonna kill him? It's that's kind of crazy, bro. Okay, then looks like we're just gonna head right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. Might as well do that to not waste it. Love the music. Oh, right. Shit. Okay, no, it is in this area. So down. So, right and down. Yep. There do be. Oh, I don't feel like dealing with these guys. Let's see. Line up. Acheron, get on up here. It's been a little while. Need you to do your job. I held you all over the Acheron. Yeah. Looks like Katie left again. I mean, that just goes for everyone, though. It's nothing against any individual artist who opts in. It's a general rule of thumb I have right now. And yeah, like I was saying, it's I'd love in the future to have enough money to commission artists, but for the current moment, it's nope, I really don't. And if I really got an idea in my head, I would give it an attempt myself, even if it turned out not that great. Because I figure, hey, might as well develop my skills.
Honorable King, It does not matter how you repeat the steps of the prophecy, the outcome will always be the same. The prophecy has already stated without question that your child, my Deimos, will take your life, bring an end to Nikador's eternal existence. Even the dynasty of Kremnos will fall at his hands. You will become the crown prince of a vanquished nation.
So this is his decision, where he's like, time to kill my kid. King Euripon, what are you waiting for?
Imagine the great undertaking that we conceived. You will be the eternal king, and Castrum Kremnos will continue on for millennia. What is the life of a single baby compared to all this?
Insolence! That child is mine and Gorgo's flesh and blood. When did you gain the right to criticize my actions?
King Euripon, please, quell your rage.
I understand your reasoning. Though Castrum Kremnos seems to be prospering on the surface, behind the scenes there is danger all around. Even Nikador is gradually losing their mind under the attacks of our faceless enemy, the Black Tide. For the eternal future of Castrum Kremnos, I have no other choice.
My king, the generation shall prosper from your verdict. However, there's one concern that remains.
So essentially he's like, oh yeah, for the future of the nation, I'll kill my kid. I know what you are thinking. A determined and talented warrior like Gorgo will not simply sit back and watch as we take my Deimos' life. I am certain that she will challenge me for the throne and try to protect her child using whatever she is best at, gladiatorial combat.
It is not that I do not have faith in your martial prowess. It's just that Queen Gorgo has always been a match for you. If the unexpected were to happen, all of our well-laid plans would vanish into thin air. We are willing to sacrifice our lives and find a way to assassinate Queen Gorgo.
Say what you will, but Gorgo is the Queen of Kremnos and my wife. I shall be the one to execute this foul deed. Prepare a poison. Do not make it too strong, just enough to numb her body. Shall find a way to have her drink it the day that I leave. Gorgo and I met and fell in love in the blood and dust of battle, so allow me to bid her farewell personally in battle once more.
Even though he had no honor, he was sentimental. Dawn of War. Hey, one of my favorite games to play. Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. Love trying it out every now and again. Playing a bit. Let's see. We checked in Asopolis, right? Let me double check on that. Let's go back. Sanctum of Prophecy. Yanasa. Shopu. Polis. There we go. Looks like we haven't, so I guess we did the other one. Not the enlightened ones. The recollection. Yes. But yeah. Staircase. Oh boy. Yeah. Hopefully not in there. Oh, where the fuck are you? Holy Maiden's room. Sorry, here. I'm gonna do a quick BRB. Just go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Okay, I'm back. Look who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Oh man. Oh, this has been a very fun, some very fun short streams though. Really enjoying hanging out with you guys and
Going through these little moments.
of course get to do a lot of voice acting. I say we do one more area and I wrap up because it did take me a little while to find a few of those early ones. I didn't realize they would end up being fragments of recollection because normally they're not. Normally they're normally they are characters, but I guess yeah, with what happens in 3.3, I guess it's fair that they're classified as
Okay. Hi. Hi.
yeah, silly boy. He was like, "What are you doing touching me?" Cranky old man. Yeah, scooch a little over. There we go. And there we go. Okay, let's keep going. Alrighty, right, we're trying to find Sentinel Prophecy. I'm like, where is area? Staircase entrance. Oh, trivial. Yeah. Underground staircase. Oh, we might have done that on stream. Not sure. I'm trying to see specifically like now I'm looking at like the architecture. I'm like, well, is this the right one? Is it? Railroad chat not cooked. Let's check here and then we'll so you go down. Yeah, probably not there. Ooh, back that up. Maybe there, and I think that's the entrance. Let's check over there. Ah, yes. Well, it's good he's keeping himself nice and clean. Oh, that's where we came in. Fuck me. Fuck me, chat. Maybe I can look at the full map. I don't know. Again, it's been a little while since I visited, so it's definitely part of it. Or maybe it's here, archive. Okay, it is the archive, I think. Perhaps. Right. Okay, it is the archive, and you go down the stairway. Okay, chat. I got it. I'm not retarded after all, chat. I'm actually doing okay. I'm not a smart little guy, but I get it eventually. Yeah, here we go. Epic. Very good. Okay, and there's a few in here. I think there's 3. Yes. So let's do these 3, and then we'll wrap up for the night. music.
Mama, look at this. Mama, look at this. It kept going wrong, but I finally made one that works.
Oh, her first rockets? Oh no, a music box. Is this a music box?
Tripios, you're so talented. Now whenever I'm telling you a story, we can have beautiful music playing in the background.
I'm still not as talented as you, Mommy. You can take a whole block of redstone and slowly carve it into a crystal clear work of art. Next time I want to make a pair of gloves. That way you won't hurt your hands next time you're polishing rocks, Mommy.
Silly child. If I was scared of hurting my hands, why would I not just ask the old folks at the temple for a pair of gloves? Honestly, you mustn't fuss over me. Just make sure you eat plenty, practice your reading, and read lots of stories of Amphorius. Nothing makes Mommy happier than seeing you grow and thrive.
I have eaten plenty, and I've practiced my reading lots, but the stories, there are still lots that I can't read yet.
Ah, so that's what you're up to. You're making this music box to slack off so Mommy would read you more stories, right? You sneaky little thing. Looks like I won't be reading any more stories of Zagreus for a while. Well then, what story should we read today? The Golden Apple Beauty Contest, the story of King Mikas, Gorgo, and the lion. You heard them all lots of times, haven't you?
Of course, the founder of Kremnos. Castrum Kremnos.
I don't mind. As long as, I'll never get sick of them as long as you're reading them to me, Mommy.
Sorry, cursed. Oh, okay. Yeah, big old bridge. Okay, oh, yes, right behind. There we are. I'm just gonna do 2 generic voices for these guys. That can fuck off. Hey, that person in the rags headed towards the temple just now. Guess who that was? Judging by the clothes and the fact that I don't really recognize them, probably a refugee seeking solace here. That man is the King of Bolsa, former lord of the city. Ah, what we had seen before. Yeah, him coming in. One prophecy. Huh? How can that be? He's skin and bones. The breeze on the bridge almost blew him down into the ravine just now. They don't look anything like a king. Bolsa that worships Aquila, the city of gentle breeze. The battle between Nicodor and Aquila waged for many years. I hear that the people of Bolsa have a long-held grudge against the Kremnoans. How do you know him, then? That king came to Yanisopoulos a few years ago, before you had taken office. So he did, and then was he given false hope? He knew that Bolsa was no match for Castrum Kremnos, came in search of a prophecy to save his city. Sir Akalai told him that if he gathers many allies and treats them well, he will be able to overcome the sharp edge of the Blade of Fury. Yeah, so he did give false hope. The king of Bolsa trusted every word, returned to his city and distributed his wealth to win over many small neighboring cities. The king was convinced that he now had nothing to worry about. Who could have imagined that when Castrum Kremnos did attack, all the small neighboring cities that received his blessings were so scared of the Blade of Fury that they all rushed to surrender. They even coughed up all the gifts that the king of Bolsa had given them, offered them to the Kremnoans as a sign of their loyalty. The city of Bolsa fell in days. The poor king of Bolsa, to see a man that cared for his city and people fall so far. Well, that's all because of his blind faith in the prophecy, isn't it? Shh. Shh. Do you want the holy maiden guards to add you to the list of slanderous remarks? Go back to your post. At least there weren't too many cities that were dragged into the strife of the titans like Bolsa was. Let us hope that these days of peace will remain across the majority of Amphorius. Ooh, Sanctuary Silence by Fate. Yeah, hey. Ooh, that's not so good. Then the last one. Alright, that's 2. 3. Turn around. Oh. Her. Or maybe it just is this supposed to be it? Is this the one we saw before? Yes, it was. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, yep. We went through this one. We're all good. Well, is everything done? Or wait, actually, hold on. No. Oh, this is talking about enlightenments, not. Or are there only. Okay, enlightenment stuff? Yeah. Recollection. Yeah, got that. Entrance. There. Yes. Okay, so we did get those. I guess that's we're all ended for the night. You think we need to do Dawn Cloud still for just yeah, the Twilight City? I think we also need to do that. So those two, Fallen City, I think the ruins, right? Didn't do those. Or actually, we did do some of the ruins. Sorry, I'm like, huh? Did we do it? I'll have to check what we did and not, since it's the same map but obviously different. But yeah, want it all there. So I'll do another stream like this before 3.4 comes out. Do you guys want to come on by? Continue to get the voice acting, the lore and stuff. Feel free to say hello. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed. What was your favorite little reveal from those recollections, or how they changed some character interactions, or interactions that were character interactions previously, and not memories? Yeah, feel free to let me know down below. But anyway, I think it was really cool getting to see like the Castrum Tremno stuff and like Gorgo and how that actually unfolded. I think that was very cool, fleshing out my day more. Yeah, let me know any of that down below. Hope you guys have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you. If you enjoy, like I said, feel free to like and sub. And love you all. See you next time. Bye-bye. Shing.